Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Rip.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demaryius Thomas, 87 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down now, it's Williams, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Ricky.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dietrich Wise in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Mahomes to throw once more. Got his man. It's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady gives to Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. On 2nd down, Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Let's go, baby.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Brady now on first down. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Okay, call me an admirer right here. How about the touch on that throw?
That was great. I like the timing catches, the short ones, but those rainbows that drop right in the bucket, something pretty about it.
Really is, and let's face it, we always talk about arm strength. We love the guys who can throw it through the car wash and the ball comes out dry. But those guys with touch, as we just saw there, those guys are valuable.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And now running right through it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 22 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Again, it's Michel. A spin. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it's Michel once again. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On second and goal, Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now a run with Hyde. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Okafor. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided. And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fancy footwork at the 45. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On second down, Michelle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for